Hey, what's going on everyone? Ian here. So how do you stripe? There's a few things you want to look for on your mower before you even start. And you want to make sure that your tire pressure is the same. On my mower, it's about 8 PSI on each side. All right, every mower is a little different, so you want to make sure you check that out. You also want to make sure that your deck is slightly lower in the front, about 1/4 of an inch. And what that is the deck pitch. And how striping actually works is underneath your deck, it creates a vacuum. So when you drive forward, you want to make sure that you're pulling the grass forward, and that's what actually lays it down. So you don't really need a striping kit. You know, if you put a striping kit on the back, that's just going to lay it down a little bit more, but it's really not needed. So how it works is to create a suction, it vacuums the grass forward as it discharges out the side. So when you do that, it's going to lay the grass down for you. All right, so you want to make sure that the deck is slightly lower in the front, about 1/4 of an inch, and that's going to create a better suction pulling the grass forward. And the way that the stripes work depends on the sun. So if the sun's behind you and it's looking down, it's going to be a lighter stripe. And if the sun's looking the way that the grass is being pulled towards, it's going to have a darker look to it. All right, so when you stripe, you want to make sure that you don't overlap your tires. That's the biggest thing. You want to make sure you're mowing tip to tip of your mower. Obviously, you need to overlap just a tiny bit with the deck, but you want to try not to overlap the tires because that's what really lays down and really makes those stripes pop. Another thing that you want to check is you want to see what type of lawnmower blades you have on your mower. Right now, I just have the standard stock mid-lift blades, but there's three most common options, and that's a gator blade, which is like a mulching blade. It has the teeth that go along the top. You have the mid-lift, the normal stock blades that come with a lawnmower, and then you have the high lift blades. And what the high lift blades do, they have a bigger fin on the back side of the blades, and what that does is create a lot more lift. So if you want to make some really nice stripes, you want to make sure that you're running those high lift blades, because that's going to create a lot more suction and it's going to lay down the stripes and get a much cleaner cut. A couple downsides to the high lift blades is one being just how far they actually throw. So if you're discharging your grass and you're going by cars, houses, it discharges the grass, it throws it 15, sometimes 20 feet. So if you're going by areas like that, I wouldn't recommend using it. But if you're just mowing in a big open field around your house, those high lift blades are really nice, and they'll create a lot better suction and leave a lot nicer stripes. For me, I like to run those here and there. I like to just run the normal stock blades just because they create a good suction, lay nice stripes, and I'm not worried about throwing clippings at cars and houses that I'm going after properties. In the fall, when I'm mulching a lot of leaves, I like to put on the gator blades. It helps break those up a little bit more. All right, so let's take a look here. I'm gonna hit a couple stripes, and when you do your first stripe, depending if you're going on the side of a driveway and it's a straight line already, I would start right off the one edge and just keep working your way down, making sure the lines are nice and straight. If you're doing diagonal and you want to start towards the middle of the lawn, just find an object in the distance, stare at it, and when you drive, try to aim right at that, and that will help you create the straightest line possible. And don't be afraid that if your first line's not the perfect line, it's okay to adjust a little bit on the way back and pretend that's your first line. So go off of that stripe and then work your way and just hit the other one again, making sure everything is straight. Another thing is to make sure that you're cutting at the right deck height. So if you're cutting under 2.5 inches, a little even under 3 inches, you're not gonna stripe as well. I like to cut around 3 1/4, all the way up to 4 inches. So if you're cutting at that length, you're gonna have a lot better stripes than if you're just because there's more grass to be able to lay over. So as you can see, I'm trying not to overlap my tires at all. I'm trying to make sure I'm going tip to tip with the deck. What I've already done, I've already gone around the property twice just to create a little turning section for me. And then when I'm all done striping, once I get the lawn completely mowed, I will go around again too to clean up any type of turn marks to make everything look nice and clean. I'm gonna show you another video, and we're gonna go through how to actually stripe a lawn, and I'm gonna give you a little overhead view of me doing that. All right, thanks so much. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.
video.